Hi, welcome back into the channel, and today we are talking about prepping. So yes, be excited, because so am I, because I have missed it so much. However, we got some things we got to talk about, all the things that have been happening. The government is no longer shut down, but what does that mean in a prepping aspect? Well, if any of you guys were affected by the government shutdown, once again, I am so sorry. And I'm hoping that anyone can see what has happened. We had historically the longest shutdown ever. Why it's so important to prep. Now, on this episode, we're going to be just talking about some of the stuff of what we learned during this government shutdown. As you guys can tell behind me, my background's changing quite a bit. I have been canning like crazy in the process of selling this house and changing some things up. Now, why would I do that? Well, last night we received our package from the Army. I don't know if anybody else out there received a package just recently. They gave us like a 3-day ration and a $25 gift card to the commissary. I'm appreciative of the commissary card, but with the government shutdown, does things get impacted? Yes. Did we get impacted? Absolutely. Are we grateful for those rations? Yeah, absolutely. But when I looked at these rations, and I'm going to show you guys, I'll take a clip so you guys can see what came in it. It kind of brought a broader perspective of what would happen if things got hard again. We always like to talk about the going into World War III. What does that look like in the future? Because during World War II, we were on ration cards because everything had to be shifted towards the military and towards the war. And during the shutdown, it just proved that our country is in no better state than when it was before. Despite the difference in financial resources, we're not in a different place. We're in the same place, but everything's now digital, right? Everything's pretty, or everyone thinks that they have so much, but they're truly just living in debt. And when I saw the rations, they sent a box, and it was a very nice care package. And I honestly thought it was one of the most cool things that I had ever seen, because it proves everything that we do here. So in this package came beans, rice. I mean, that's like prepper palette 101, macaroni and cheese. Actually, let me go grab it. Hold on. Let me go grab them so then we can go over what came in this care package. Okay, we got everything right here. All right, so it came with spaghetti noodles, pancake mix, strawberry crackers, macaroni and cheese, and it's about 2 meals each. And this just gives me an idea of what like the rations would be like in a crisis. That's the way I look at it. I look at this is a great little care package. You know, they're trying to take some of the financial hit that everybody went through off of shoulders. And so I'm looking at it as like, okay, well, say we go into World War III, what would our government do at this point? Or what would they do for those families who have family members are deployed? So I go in here and there's 2 cans of tuna, there's some chili mac sauce, marinara pasta sauce, and a can of mixed vegetables, along with another thing of pancake mix, some soy sauce. These are what the rations are that came. And my husband and some of his soldiers, like they just, they sent out a link and they were like, just everybody sign up, blah, blah, blah. And they didn't really know what it was until this got shipped. And he was like, oh, this is what this means. And the third, and it all came in one box. We have pancake mix again. We have pantry stable milk right there, which you guys can find those at the Dollar Tree or at Walmart, whatever you choose. Beans, and peanut butter. So all the fundamentals of what we do already as preppers, right? We want our beans, we want our rice, we want pantry stable ingredients, lots of pancake mix, the peanut butter, rice, some soy sauce, tuna, vegetables. Oh, and that other one had some Cheez-Its in it. I think just like as a little snack. But say we went into a time of crisis, that would be what most likely kind of rations would be issued. When you look at this, like they set this up to try to take some stress off of federal workers and military members. Seeing that this is what it was sent brings more realization that we're not very far past where we were a long time ago, right? So once again, we had ration cards during World War II. We have a long government shutdown. They issued rations. So when somebody tells you nothing is ever going to happen, just remember, you will own nothing. You will be happy. And during the shutdown, they sent out some rations. Seems like that's always the fallback method. If you found that this was, at least it means all of us preppers were on the right track anyways on the way that we do our food and our pantry storage, because I store up a ton of tuna, rice, beans, pancake mix. Well, I make my own pancake mix. You name it, we stock up on it. So just food for thought. But now we will be back to our normal prepping. I do still have a lot more to can. I have about 50 pounds of tomatoes upstairs that I still need to get worked through. I can hear the dogs running upstairs very loudly, but we did some new recipes. We did a chicken and potatoes. And for us, we just want to make sure that our pantry is really well stocked. We are in the month of November, which means holidays. And what does that mean for everybody else? Well, holidays means pantry staples will be the lowest that they are for the entire year. So we finished the sell of the house on Sunday, and I have a little bit of time in between. So I'm going to do a huge pantry haul and show you guys how I restock everything up. So I stock up all my butter, my flour, rice. Like I do a big majority of everything during the month of November because I know that those prices will always go back up. So you can buy a lot of baking goods and canned goods during this time. And right now, Walmart is a great example. Their canned vegetables are 50 cents a can. 50 cents a can. So taking $15 worth, you're going to really get $30 worth because they love to charge almost $1 per can of vegetables. So for the vegetables I didn't grow this year, green beans, my plants died, and corn, I'm going to stock up more on that this year because normally I will can my own, but my plants didn't do very well. So just know that this is the time when I stock up the most, and I hope you guys are doing the same. And as always, stay aware, stay prepared, and always have your head on a swivel. That ration box, though, really did explain to me that if World War III happens, I see rations coming. That box was very well put together. And remember, we're not completely clear from another government shutdown. Things can happen all the time because currently we live in a world that it doesn't matter what happens to you, they'll still get paid and you guys will still be divided. And that's all that matters at the end of the day to them. So remember, no one's going to save you but yourself. But I'll see you on the next one.